Of that chorus, Democrat Texas State Representative James Talarico, who recently flew on a private plane and currently resides in Washington, D.C. James, thank you very much for being here. Now, we know you met with Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi today, and the talking points, they've been issued. You've been told to say you're protecting democracy, that Republicans are authoritarians and racist, they're blocking the ballot box, you want voter suppression. I've got it. Texas Republicans are racist. But you're in D.C. now, and the talk is all about H.R. 1, and they're gleefully promoting your effort to promote their national effort. It kind of seems like they're just using you as a prop or a puppet.
So, you know, I'm an eighth-generation Texan. I've only been in D.C. twice in my life. This is the second time. I'm a former middle school teacher who ran for office just to try to make my community better. And I swore an oath when I first got elected 2 years ago to uphold the Constitution of the United States, and also the Constitution of the great state of Texas. And after our former president, Donald Trump, started his big lie that the election was stolen, Republican legislators in capitals
Wait, how did you make this about Donald Trump in 20 seconds? That's a bit of a record. So now you're going to voter suppression, which I get it. But if this is all about your allegiance to Texas and you're an eighth-generation Texan and all that, and the Constitution, by the way, the Constitution, Section 1, Article 4, gives authority to the state legislatures, then why are you not in Texas? And why are you in Washington, D.C. doing press conferences with federal officials?
I was just going to answer that. It's a great question. And what I was saying is when President Trump lost the election, he told Republicans across the country that he didn't lose the election. And this caused Republican legislators in state capitals from Georgia to Austin to start putting forward bills that would make it harder to vote. And actually, Texas is one of the hardest places to vote in the whole country. And so when this started, many of my Democratic colleagues tried to negotiate with our fellow legislators, most of them Republicans, to try to make the bill less damaging, less harmful, less dangerous to constituencies across the state of Texas. Unfortunately, our Republican colleagues didn't want to negotiate with us.
Is 17 days of early voting and adding an hour of voting too much? Is it too difficult to provide, I don't know, your driver's license number and the last four digits of your Social Security number? Is that too much to ask a voter in Texas?
So what this bill does, and I'm glad you asked because it gives me an opportunity to correct something you said earlier, which is that this bill actually reduces the amount of time for early voting.
Oh, it does?
So in Texas, currently, a county can extend voting to 24 hours. You can actually vote all night, which is really convenient if you work during the day. A lot of working folks aren't able to get off work to go vote.
It's voting at 2 a.m. in the morning. It's voting at 2 a.m. in the morning that is the key issue. Is there anyone in Texas that's not currently able to vote? Because I've heard the hyperbole. This is Jim Crow. This is voter repression.